Yo, what's up, everybody? How you doing? This is your Coach Renz, and we are, as promised from my live from yesterday, we're going to do this video. We're going to go live today talking about three natural things you can do to help you fight the coronavirus. Let me get a better angle on here. Oh well. Three things you can do to fight the coronavirus naturally. I'll get into a couple of disclaimers here in just a second. First disclaimer, I'm going to say if you find yourself contracting the coronavirus, having a fever, go see a doctor, go to the emergency room. This has not been conspiracies. You want to get caught up in conspiracies, do that later, but not at the risk of your own health. Okay? So, first and foremost, if you are feeling any symptoms, do not listen to people who tell you not to go to the emergency room. Take your tail to the emergency room. Self isolate. Get a worse disclaimer. The disclaimer, I do not have degrees behind my belt. Have I studied? Not, of course, but I do. But what I am not is a doctor. So take everything that I say and then apply it as you determine for yourself. Third disclaimer, am I a master herbalist? As much as I am studying herbalism, I am not a master herbalist either. So, again, many people would take my three disclaimers and say, well, what am I listening to you for? Well, here's the thing. I have experienced everything, but I've dealt with people who really take from this is some things that you can do at home, be healthy, and be able to make it through, not just survive, but conquer through this time frame. Now, I'm going to give you three natural things that you can do, and at the end of it, I'm going to give you a mental thing that you should do. Now, I do want to go on record and say that I have experienced actual family members, people that I know who are experiencing COVID-19, who are experiencing corona. Unfortunately, I just met a young lady who has had her certain family members pass on because of COVID-19. So for those who say it's not real, I'm going to tell you to hush. Just shush it. Just zip it. All right? Because as much as you're saying it's not real, there are people who are not surviving this. So whatever it is, how about that? Whatever it is real enough that people uh, video here. Now, I got to do a little sharing before we get started. Let's get in the right energetic mindset. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All right. So here's the thing, people. There are three ways for you to be able to fight the coronavirus naturally. Three ways to fight it naturally. And though that's not the three things that I'm talking about, this has been in the understanding that this virus can stay on certain surfaces for up out of a human body for up to 14 days before any symptoms are shown, and it is contagious during that time frame. Comes to that. So social distancing is a good thing. Go out only if you have to. Go into stores only if you have to. If you do go into places, keep your distance from other people as much as you possibly can. These are things that you want to do to ensure that you are not, to try to minimize your possible contact with people who may be suffering with corona or COVID-19. Now, that's a basic thing that you've been told. You spraying yourself down, using gloves. Now, we've been told about wearing masks. I see tons of people wearing masks. And from what we understand from the CDC, wearing the mask doesn't prevent you from getting corona. It helps people from spreading corona. So if you have it or you're coughing or you have a fever, you should be wearing a mask to prevent the contagion from getting it. You touch the wrong thing, you touch your face, that sort of thing, you still can experience it. we don't want to minimize that experience. Now, let's say something does happen where you are in an environment where someone is not allergies. Like for me right now with all this pollen in Georgia, I'm having allergy symptoms. If I cough, it's because I just came from being outside, dealing with itching on my skin. It's allergies. Sneezing for some people right now is allergies. But we have to be mindful even of those things do naturally. And this will also help people who are dealing with flu, influenza, as well as COVID-19. Now, three things that you can do. One of the most important things that you can do to help your body. If there is no vaccine, then we have to get it in a situation where it's ready to fight. Now, it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm going to be a hypocrite. Everything I'm about to tell you, I'm not doing. I'm not doing. But I am one of those people. Whereas if I were to start experiencing any symptoms, I will, in a snap, convert to this process. And I know wisdom says, go ahead and do it now. But I'm going to admit I'm a hypocrite. I'm not doing it right now. I'm not doing these things right now. These are things I know to do, but I'm not doing them at full-fledged 100%. So the first thing you should do in order to fight coronavirus, the first thing is to alkaline your body. To get your body in an alkaline state. Here's the science. Now, what is alkalinity? What is getting your body alkaline? That is when your pH, get your body right in that range of that 7.3, 7.4. There are alkaline strips that you can get to be able to test your body to see, are you alkaline or not? If your body is alkaline, then viruses cannot exist in your bloodstream, in your body. It won't exist in your body, in those parts of your body. There is one part of your body that it can still exist, and that's number two. But number one, alkaline your body. How do we do that? One, cut down / or eliminate, best to eliminate meat from your diet. Eliminate meat products from your diet. I'm not saying you got to be vegetarian for the rest of your life. Just during this time frame, be a vegetarian. If you were to contract COVID-19 coronavirus, become a vegetarian. If I had the symptoms right now and I had to go and I went there and I got tested and they said, well, you have corona, then guess what? I'm a vegetarian right there at that moment. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Vegetarian. Because the first thing I'm going to do, regardless of what medication that they prescribe, I am going to alkaline my body. I'm gonna need them to put an IV in my arm, and I'm fruits and vegetables from that point, and water. Fruits, vegetables, and water. No soda, no coffee, none of that. Fruits, vegetables, water. That's it. That's all I'm drinking. That's all I'm eating. And when I'm eating green, leafy vegetables as organic as I can possibly get them. Green, leafy vegetables. Or dark colored fruits and dark colored vegetables. That's what I'm eating. Dark colored. So I am immediately become vegan for the most part. Almost a vegan is what I'm going to become. So the first thing is to alkaline your body. So when you don't have meat in your body, it takes a little bit of time. It might take you drink tons of water, eat the fruits and vegetables so that my body detoxes, flush everything out. Knowing me, I'm gonna hit me some magnesium citrate so that my body can flush. And then I'm straight vegetarian. I'm alkalining my body because I know viruses can't live in an alkaline state. So that's the first thing that we have to do in order to fight this naturally. The second thing that we should do in order to fight this naturally, the second thing is to eliminate as much mucus out of your system as possible. Here's the second thing. I said that viruses can't live in your body, in the majority of your body, as long as it's alkaline, except for one area. What area is that? Mucus. Your body produces mucus naturally in your nasal passages. That's why I saw a video where a young lady was talking about she put water in her nose and then she used to flush out her nostrils, and then she used a blow dryer to dry out her nostrils. There are things called Mucinex. You can try that, Mucinex or something like that, drying out your nostrils. But it's not just in your nostrils. You carry mucus throughout in different aspects of your body. A person who has arthritis generally will have some mucus within their joints. So we want to get rid of mucus. A couple of things that I did not say that I eat. Bread, gotta go. No bread. And then dairy products. So even though becoming alkaline, I'm not gonna drink coffee anymore. But I drink my coffee. I have some cream, no egg, no dairy. No dairy can go into your system when you're looking to take as much mucus out of your system as possible. Mucus in your womb, fumigating your womb, get rid of so much mucus that many women carry in their uterus. So, and it's not like a one-time hit. It's a repetitive thing that you need to do over and over again. And that's very beneficial in many different areas for that portion of a woman's body. But in this situation, we're talking about getting rid of mucus, getting rid of mucus. So I'm going to, one, I'm going to ensure that I'm drinking tons of water, but I'm going to stay away from all dairy products. No milk, no cream, no ice cream, no butter, none of those things. Nothing that is dairy will go into my dandelion root. The reason why I'm getting dandelion root is because it doesn't make you go to the bathroom to urinate more often, but what it does do, it pushes all the urine out of your system. When you do go to the bathroom, you're really going to let it all out. So it empties your bladder. Emptying your bladder gives you a healthier state within the bladder. So we're going to do that as well. But we want to eliminate mucus. So number one, alkaline the body. Number two, get rid of as much mucus as possible in our system. Number three, the third thing that we need to do in order to truly fight off corona. How does our body fight? Other than going into fevers, other than shutting down through a coma, shutting down through being or shutting down other systems in our body so that it works, is our body's immune system. Boost your immune system. Now, this is something that I am doing right now, but boost your immune system. By going all vegetarian, eating the green leafies, the dark colored vegetables, eating the dark colored fruits, that will boost your immune system. One of those things is to go and get you some elderberry. Elderberry is one of the strongest immune boosters out there. You can get it in capsules, you can get it in syrups, you can get it in many different ways, but you can get it as part of teas that you would drink, and that's one of the other ways. Get you an immune booster tea. If you have a natural food store near you, and I'm nothing against Whole Foods and all them, but I'm talking about a truly natural store that puts together teas. Go into those stores, get you an immune booster blend. It's sure to have elderberry in it and quite a few other things. Get that tea, add some honey to it. You're good. Add some honey to the brewing of it, and you're good to go. But you want to boost your immune system. So elderberry is one of those big things. Out of the Caribbean comes a fruit, and it just fell out my brain. What's the soursop? Soursop. In your Publix grocery stores, I know Publix here in Atlanta, they carry it in the frozen. It's like already chopped up and frozen. But soursop, it's a great immune booster, generally used for fighting cancers. This is why this is one of those things that I learned from Dr. Sabi and others. But soursop will help your body to boost its immune system to fight off diseases and viruses that try to attack your cells. So soursop is a great immune booster. Want to get that in your system. Get some vitamin B, vitamin B12. You want that in your system. Citrus fruits. If you don't want to do it by taking any capsules or pills or liquids, make sure citrus fruit are part of your diet to get B12s and other B vitamins in your system. You want to get the most natural supplements you can possibly get if you're going to go the supplement route. But you want to boost your immune system by utilizing some of these things. Now, I know people are going to talk about ginger and turmeric and vinegar with the mother and all these different other things that you can do to boost your immune system, to help your blood circulation, and those things are great. But what I want you to understand is whatever you are willing to do, you need to do it. So what are those three things that we need to do beyond social distancing, beyond being mindful of who we allow in our space, spraying and decontaminating our area? One, we need to boost our immune system. And I'm saying this in the reverse order this time. Boost our immune system. Decrease the amount of mucus in our system. And third, we need to preventative than what social distancing is producing. Social distancing is great. I am not saying we shouldn't do it, I am not saying we should all be in school and all those sorts of things, but what I am saying is that what you should be doing for your own body, for your own family, is boosting your immune system by getting elderberry in your system, by getting some wheatgrass in your system, by getting some soursop in your system. We need to do these things. Go to your health store, get you some immune boosting teas, and get those into your system on a consistent basis to give your immune system the. It's better if your army is ready to fight, totally prepared, than if your army is lackluster, if your army is suffering. So we need to go ahead and boost our immune system by making sure we're eating the right things. We need to, what also boosts your immune system is decreasing that amount of mucus that you, as much as you possibly can, because viruses cannot live in an alkaline state. And when there's no mucus in our system and our immune system is boosted, then you take your body to an alkaline state, you're being able to catch any virus whatsoever. And this is the time frame where we need to be mindful of that. So meat from your system, because every time you put meat in your system, you're making your body acidic. Your body goes 7.4 range of base in order to alkaline our body. So drinking alkaline water is great, but get rid of the meat. Get rid of the meat. Green, leafy vegetables, dark colored fruits. That's your diet. That's your diet, especially if you find yourself something that you may or may not agree with, and that's fine. It doesn't matter if you do or do not. What is always true is that whatever the mind thinks, the mind will believe. Whatever the body thinks, whatever the mind thinks, the body will also respond to. Many of my people that I've dealt with who are CRAs, and in my study of doing CRA work, one of the things that you have to do in every clinical trial is if you have 100 people taking the drug, you have taking the placebo, have the same effect, the same healing, the same effect as the people taking the actual drug. Why? Because your body will do what your mind tells it to do. As long as you believe it strong enough, your body will follow suit. This is why every study has placebo portion of the study having the same effect. And scientists attribute it to the fact of their level of belief. Their level of belief. We know that we accomplish things based on our level of belief in what's going on. But here's the thing is, your body will respond. If your mind is telling your cells that they are healthy, there's that Asian video in a hospital in China that you use alternative medicine, where they were just chanting, "I'm in the presence." This is not hocus pocus. This is not fairy dust. This is the power of the mind. The power of the mind. What you think about the most is what will be. What you believe is what will be. Your body will respond. There have been times where people have believed that they were burned, believed that they were hurt. People in dreams have dreamed and believed something strong enough, and their body showed the symptoms of it. So what I'm telling you is, in your mind, if you believe you're going to be sick, you're going to be sick. Your body will respond and become toxic just because you're thinking you're sick all the time, or you're thinking that you got COVID-19 and you're going to die, and you will. So what I'm telling you is to get your mind right as well while you're doing conversations. And remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable.